Okay. I think the tiny terror is now asleep. They weren't moving when I left the room and hadn't made a sound in a while, so we should be safe now? What time is it? Felt like I was in there for ages. 2 a.m.? Fuck. Whoever said once they get to the toddler stage it gets easier is a gigantic liar, and we should sue. You should try and get some sleep, though. You shouldn't both be exhausted in the morning. I can sit up and listen on the monitor for a little bit to see if they wake up again. It's like when we were dealing with a newborn. Gotta take shifts or we'll both lose our minds. True. We have improved from when one of us was up every hour all night to feed them. How you survived that for almost a year, I'll never understand. I was just bringing them to you for breastfeeding and then trying to let you rest, but it was still every couple of hours. But hey, you survived that, and we'll survive this. It's just a new transition, and they have to learn this new thing that they don't know why they have to learn it. Yeah. New bed is a big step for tiny human, but it has its benefits. Way easier to get them in and out, and no more legs and arms stuck between bars. At least they were in the room for a bit before we changed the bed. The new room, I think, was the bigger step. No mom and dad right next to them all night, but, they got used to it. Not to mention their own room means we get a slight amount of privacy again. Don't have to sneak into bed without making a sound just so we can actually go to sleep. Then the inevitable. We get all nice and cozy, about to drift off, only to hear, "Mama," from 3 feet away. The new room definitely helps, but it can still have its drawbacks. Oh, don't remind me. This is why there's a child lock on the doorknob now. An inch from my face, and just kept saying, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." God, it still haunts my dreams. I almost jumped out of the bed. At least I didn't scare them too badly. It was a whole lot of noise for just needing to be tucked back in and finding their teddy bear. Hey, you're doing great. No one ever said parenting was a sprint. We're in this for the long haul. This marathon is going to take us places we never even expected. I mean, we made it through figuring out feeds, bottles, rolling over and crawling. Now, we just got to get through sleeping in their own bed. Well, we knew it was coming. The crib has been looking smaller and smaller lately, and they've been trying to make their escape for weeks now. It's just safer for them to be in a real bed. We did put up the toddler rail, that thingy, so they can't just roll out easily. They have their blankie, their favorite stuffed friends, pillows, everything they like. Yes, I believe the noise you heard was them kicking the rail repeatedly to see if they could break it. Because that's just something to do rather than sleep. Right up there with throwing all the blankets and pillows off the bed. And then being upset that they're off the bed. Because that makes total sense. No. You don't need to go check. They're okay in their room. And should already be back to sleep, and we made sure everything in there is totally safe for them. The dresser is drilled into the wall. Outlets are covered. The closet has that baby-proofing lock thingy on it, and just everything. Yeah, I know it's scary. Anyone who says raising a kid isn't scary never had one try and roll off a changing table or do any of the other crazy and dangerous things they try and do. You are an amazing mom. You're attentive. You love to play and watch them grow. You love everything about that little pug. Right now, though, it's the middle of the night. We both barely had any sleep, and everything isn't exactly the most clear right now. It's easy to start thinking that you're not doing enough, that you aren't enough. And it's not true. Remember that first week? Oh, we were both so tired we thought we'd never sleep again. I would just stand in the kitchen holding an empty bottle because I forgot what I was doing halfway through making it. I think I fell asleep standing up a few times. Yeah, it got a bit better when we agreed to the shifts. You'd get at least some solid chunk of sleep, and so would I. And we just try and nap and lay down when we could. It started to feel like we were human again. Remember that first visit from your parents? You wanted to try and show your mom that we had everything under control. We even tried to clean and make the place look perfect so they'd never know we were struggling. They walked in the door with bags of groceries and ready-made meals, took the baby and sent us both to nap. Agreed. Best nap ever. Then you went out and came back with a baby bounce chair thingy and enough onesies to survive 1,000 blown-out diapers. Now, come on. Go to sleep. If it makes you feel better, you can get up with him in the morning. And I mean actual morning. If he wakes up again at 3, I'll get him. The sun must be awake as well to be considered morning. We got this, Mama. Get some rest.